Hello friends, today we're going to talk about one of the most powerful transformations, identity shift. Not the fake it till you make it version, but the faith it till you become her version. Because the truth is, you don't just become her and start acting like her. You have to start acting like her, and then that'll help you become her. Let me start with a story about a woman named Dania. Dania always dreamed of being this confident, thriving, put together woman. You know the woman, the kind that walks with purpose, that speaks with clarity, and lives with intention. She kept saying, I'll show up differently once I feel better. I'll dress better once I lose the weight. I'll be more confident once my circumstances improve. I'll do more once things settle down. But things never settled down. Nothing magically shifted. Until one day she decided to show up as the version of herself that she knew she could become. She woke up, she got dressed like the woman she saw herself as. She spoke with confidence that she wanted to feel. She carried herself like the woman God showed her she could become. And step by step, her external behavior, it correlated with her internal identity. And that's when it all shifted. You don't become her, then behave like her. You behave like her, then become her. Identity leads transformation. Identity leads behavior. And I'll be real with you. Dania's story hit home for me because I had my own version of that moment. A time when I was going to work looking just how I felt. And that wasn't good. I was so disheveled, exhausted, barely holding it together. I was repeating outfits week after week like it was some kind of uniform. Not because I love them, but because I didn't have any energy to be intentional. I was dressing like survival mode. I was moving like survival mode. And one day it hit me, this isn't who I'm becoming in God. This isn't who I want to be. This isn't the version of me that is healed, aligned, elevated, and confident. I looked at myself and I realized I don't feel good because I'm not becoming the woman that I want to be. I wasn't dressing like her, I wasn't behaving like her, and I wasn't carrying myself like her. And that's when I knew it was time for a shift. Not an external glow up, but an identity shift. I started dressing like a higher version of myself, even on the days I didn't feel like it, even when I didn't have all the answers, even when my circumstances didn't match the woman I was becoming. I showed up with intention. I showed up with purpose. I showed up more cleaner, more sharper, and more put together. Not because life changed, but because I did. And once I made that shift, everything started aligning. My mentality grew, my mood improved, I was able to control my environment, and my work days became lighter and more meaningful. It wasn't about the clothes, it was about the identity behind them. I started showing up as the woman I felt that God was calling me to become. And slowly but surely, I became her. That moment taught me one of the biggest lessons, that sometimes transformation is the smallest decision to show up differently today. And God backs this truth in His Word. Proverbs 23:7. As a man thinketh, so is he. Who you are starts with who you believe you are. Then God tells us in Ephesians 4:24, put on the new self that's created to be like God. Put on, meaning intentionally, purposefully, daily. You step into the new version of yourself that God already sees. Picture two silhouettes. The left side is the now me version. The now me version has characteristics of procrastination, fear, overthinking, and self-doubt. While on the right, the future me is walking in discipline, joy, peace, faith, confidence. And between them is a bridge. It's called daily decisions. Actions that align you with the woman that you're becoming. Here's what I want you to remember today. Identity leads behavior, not the reverse. You act from who you believe you are. You're rehearsing your future daily. Every habit, it's either training you or draining you. Put on the new self intentionally. Choose behaviors that match the future you, not your current circumstances. If you want to take this deeper, grab your journal and reflect on these. Who is the woman I'm becoming in Christ? What does she think, feel, and believe? How does she speak? If you want to take this deeper, grab your journal and reflect on these. Who is the woman I'm becoming in Christ? What does she think, feel, and believe? How does she speak? If you want to take this deeper, grab your journal and reflect on these. Who is the woman I'm becoming in Christ? What does she think, feel, and believe? How does she speak? Friends, you don't have to wait for the perfect moment to become her. You become her by choosing to show up as her today. Every decision is shaping your identity, and every choice is shaping your future. So walk like her, speak like her, dress like her, think like her, and believe like her. Thank you for spending this reset moment with me. I hope you leave feeling a little lighter, a little inspired, and a lot more connected. If this seems like your type of community, feel free to comment, share, or subscribe. Send this to someone who needs a reset too. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you back in the reset room.